you.
What Speaking Freedom does online is provide general information for the culture to use to advance and improve. What we do privately is help individualize it for your needs and benefits. Grow with us.
We are kings, we are gods, but how you get them to believe it when they don't believe in anything? We're going to save some lives in this lifetime. We haven't church in a while. Like God's doctor in the streets, the Holy Ghost used me to set them free. If love is the new religion, the hate is sinning, we stay winning. Just handling God's business, we ain't tripping. No bread to be dipping.
Cause we're speaking freedom, giving you the answers to be free.
Okay, Speaking Freedom TV, parenting. Take one. Hello. So today, we are going to discuss parenting. You're going to get Mommy Kaci the most probably. Now, within parenting, the reason why we're talking about this subject is because, well, one, I wanted to take the opportunity to discuss parenting in regards to my views on immigration, both legal and illegal immigration, as well as I want to discuss parenting as far as picking and choosing the partner that you wish to co-parent with, and kind of debunk some of the myths of the manner in which your child is created and how successful your child or the parenting relationship will be. Now, specifically, I'm speaking on this because I'm a parent. But not only because I'm a parent, but also because I see some people, parents, mothers especially, that take being not just a single parent, but the active parent kind of hard on themselves. So the other day, somebody that I know was on their Instagram account, and she was kind of beating herself up because she has a child, and that child's father may not have been present for the first day of school. So she's like, this is what you get, fornicating, yada, yada, yada. And she was talking about, and I'm not saying yada, yada, yada to dismiss what she was saying, but to speed to the point of my thoughts about it, as well as to, when you're a parent, a single parent co-parenting with another single parent, despite if you're in a relationship or they're in or despite, you guys being separated, you're still single parenting with another co-parent. And there's one delusion that I want to really destroy straight off the top. It does not matter how your child comes about. Your child is a blessing. And when I say it doesn't matter how your child comes about, you could be married when you have children. You could be single when you have children. Who you have children with, or the presentation in which you begin that parenting cycle, it does not guarantee that you're going to have a good co-parent with you. The only thing that guarantees a good co-parent is that person being able to set aside their selfish ways and be a good co-parent. There's no amount of force that you can project in order to make a person be a good parent. Honestly, you can make a fuss about it, but making a fuss about it is not going to help that person be a parent from the right place in their heart. If they're doing it just because they don't want to hear you fuss about it, that's not genuine. Now, it may eventually produce something genuine as time goes on, but ladies, men, even men that single dads that are the primary custody holder of their children, and women that are primary custody holders of their children, don't beat yourself up. If you are a parent out of wedlock and you are struggling or having issues with co-parenting or just adjusting to the reality of being a co-parent versus if you were in a situation where both parents are active. Now, the first thing that you need to understand and recognize is that married people have single parent struggles as well. There are married people that are married to people that are very busy. And because they are very busy, they don't have the opportunity to be present to be a parent. And if you don't have the opportunity to be present to be a parent, it doesn't matter if you're single or married. There are married people literally that have to do first days of school by themselves, that have to take care of all the parenting duties by themselves because their spouse is missing in action, working, or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not saying that fornication or whatever you want to call it is good. What I'm telling you is that don't beat yourself up because you had a baby out of wedlock thinking, oh, if you would have just been married, your child would have been, had the best of this or would have had two parents. It still depends on the person that you choose. Like, no matter what you do, the person that you choose to have children with will determine the type of parent that they are. It's easy to talk about being a good parent before it's time to be a good parent. It's easy to convince yourself that you're going to be better or you're going to do this or you're going to do that. But nothing matters like when it's time to actually perform. Like, you could speak all this eloquent, oh yeah, this is what I think I want to do with my children. But when you have children, what do you actually do? That's the determining factor. That's what really makes a difference. And that's what I want people to understand. Like, being a parent is not easy. And no two children are the same. I see people talking about, well, if I could do this with my child, then I know you could do this with yours. But one child may have a calm temperament and may be able to withstand and withhold in certain environments, while another child may not be able to tolerate the same conditions that that the other child tolerated. So I don't want you to think like, okay, just did this, made this whole decision. No. You have to become the best parent for your child, which means that your child may not succumb to all the other things that other children may succumb to. Your child may actually need a little bit more guidance, a little bit more help, a little bit more comforting and consoling. But the goal and the mindset of, if this would have been a certain way, then this would be different. No, there are people that are married there are people that are single that have better relationships with their children's co-parent and the child than people that are married. You can never put yourself in a box based on what you think would have been if you could have did. Don't even beat yourself up like that. Embrace where you are. Love who you are. See the opportunity that's presented to you in whatever circumstance or situation that you're in. Meaning, if you have the opportunity to be a good parent to a child, it doesn't matter who's there and who's not there. It may be a little daunting. It may hurt a little bit, but the goal is to show your children the best balanced person that you can display within yourself. That means healing yourself, holding yourself, consoling yourself. That means teaching them how to self-soothe and things of that nature. Now, it is an adjustment to be a parent, no doubt. But the goal overall should be whatever the circumstances present itself as me being a parent, I am going to conquer, overcome, and achieve greater than the circumstances that in these circumstances that I could probably conjure up myself to believe. Understand that you have the power to determine the outlook of life. Like, if you start beating yourself up, then everything is going to beat you up about that situation. But when you just say, you know what? It is what it is. You know, nobody's situation is perfect. Everybody has some type of challenge that they have to overcome. And for myself, it made me realize that there is no perfect baby daddy or ex, especially an ex, because some people just are incapable of that type of self-surrender it takes to be a parent. Now, in addition to this, I wanted to also speak on, I don't want to say immigration as a whole, but I want to speak on the fact that the media always or seems to like to exploit children and the nature of their sorrow for ratings. And I say that because I really don't watch a lot of TV because of the way of the emotional manipulation in order to get your ratings and gain your interest and all of those things. So the other day when they showed a little girl crying about her parents who had illegally entered the United States were taken away, and it's like she just want her parents back. And for some, I may have seemed cold-hearted, I'm sure. For others, I may have just seemed like, I don't care. But the truth of the matter is, you as a parent should not want to endanger your children. I know you say that these people are leaving dangerous environments in order to try to escape to come to America so that they can feel like they have a chance. But America is a dangerous environment, especially for illegal immigrants. So I think that there has to be better decision making, especially when you have parents that are either leaving their children behind or bringing their children knowing that they could possibly get deported, that they can get, captured and taken away and separated. And that's a risk that a parent has to take. Or should be making their children aware of. If I know that I'm doing this and these are the ramifications of what I'm doing, then it is my job as a parent to say, hey, this is what's going on. This is what we're going to do. Now, because it's already illegal, that's already a problem. Like, the little girl was on the camera like, well, we're not criminals. As soon as you cross the border without the legal permission to do so, you're now a criminal. And I say that because really sympathizing with the people who did who did all of the necessary steps to become legal immigrants, and so they can do as they please and work as they want, and really be accepted into the culture and society of the United States corporation. Now, with saying that, just imagine being a person that it has taken all these years, you have to go through all of these steps, and then you get some people that come and they do it illegally, and now they're just accepted. You just went through all of these measures to make sure that you did everything right. I would probably be my ego would be a little bit bruised to say that I had to go through all of these things so that I could be accepted, and now they get to come over here illegally and y'all just gonna let them in. I think that that's totally unfair. I think it's unfair for the media to use children. However, it makes me think about back when I was in Iraq. You know, I'm a disabled veteran, a veteran of Operation Iraqi Freedom. And one of the training preparations that we received was that anybody can be used to attack, basically. So, for them to use a child is no different than a child being used to do some destruction somewhere. So I have a different overall view, because of course the child is supposed to get on there and cry about her parents being taken away. Even if she knew that that was going to happen, even if they had already prepared her for that, she's supposed to get on there and cry or act like she's crying. And the media is supposed to exploit that as much as possible by the way that the system is set up and created, so that you get an emotional response and it goes viral because of the emotional reaction that people will have sympathizing for the little girl. Great in marketing and business, poor in ethics and humanity. I don't know what will solve the current situation dealing with immigration, but I am more concerned with the safety of the children, of parents who blatantly know that these children and them can be separated, get deported, and it's really sad. However, it's just no way to make everybody happy, especially when you're talking politics and things just even closely related to politics. It's going to be hard to make sure that everybody is pleased with the outcome, because we definitely can't just have open borders. But I promise to you, if I was somewhere else, I don't know if I would want to come to the U.S. as a foreigner, because literally foreigners are under attack. There is a lot of stuff going on currently that would make me want to rethink if the U.S. was the place that I wanted to run to for asylum, or for freedom, or even money, because to be completely honest, it's just as dangerous here as it probably is in Mexico. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. So, yeah, but I think that it's, as far as the illegal immigration and parenting, I think that these parents have to create a safer way to execute what they're trying to do. Definitely, if you're going to be an illegal immigrant, I need you to get as far away as the border that you cross as possible. Do not stay in Mississippi. Do not stay in Louisiana. You might not even want to be in Georgia, because if you're an illegal immigrant, you need to be away from the places that they think that you're going to run to in order to find asylum or protection or whatever. Like, y'all need to follow Harriet Tubman cute and ease on up the road. Go a little bit further north, because if you stay in the southern states and you're an illegal alien, they're definitely going to figure out where the most of you are, and they're going to hit those places first. So this is my call to grace for those that may see this, whether it's next month, 5 months from now, whatever. If you are in the United States illegally, and you are on the run or trying not to get caught, my strongest suggestion would be to get away from southern states. Until the land overall is I don't even know what the word to use, until we get a little bit more love, clarity. Shit, we really need to get some equality for real before you try to storm here. This is not like a safe haven that people think that it is or that it once used to be. I just feel bad for those who are getting caught up in the hoopla, one way or another. And I hope that this recording helps somebody with parenting, the adjustments of understanding the type of parent that you are with, as well as, just gracing yourself. Give yourself the grace. Allow yourself to accept your circumstances, and then be kind to yourself in those circumstances, while still being adamant about, growth and stability and all those other things. But you're going to have to really address you for who you are, and accept the decisions without beating yourself up about it. I mean, like, if you already got the baby and you already got the baby daddy, you just kind of got to deal with it. And you got to hope that as time progresses, that they become more present. That's the only thing you can do. And I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Can't think if there was anything else that I wanted to discuss. But what we're going to do after this, I'm just going to do some filming and chill and kick back. And I'm going to, let you see me interact on Instagram. All right. Okay.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I succeed, at least I live what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all inside of me is sexual chocolate.
Thank you for joining Speaking Freedom as we continue to assist you with your daily growth and intuitive wisdom. Loving is a lifestyle and we love to love. Inspiration is how we fuel faith. Please join us daily for your inspiration and motivation.
We have the entire world to offer you at your fingertips. Your life enhancement coaching specialist. Thank you for choosing us to assist you in accomplishing your personal and professional goals. And have a beautiful day. In love, we trust. This is brought to you by Good Head Group, Love Gang and Speaking Freedom. We thank God for you, and we love you.